What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Oleksandr Usyk. This is what he has to say about Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury. Get this. He says, only Fury thinks he's the king of kings. I'm capable of beating him. Wow. The WBA, IBF, WBO, and IBO heavyweight champion Oleksandr Usyk is fully confident in his ability to defeat WBC world champion Tyson Fury in a potential unification. In September, Usyk outboxed Anthony Joshua over 12 rounds to capture the unified heavyweight crown at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Usyk will now face Joshua in a rematch, which is being targeted for a date in March. And earlier this month, Fury retained the WBC belt when he knocked out Deontay Wilder in the 11th round of their trilogy matchup at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Fury is potentially headed into the direction of mandatory defense against Dillian Whyte in the first quarter of 2022, should Fury and Usyk win their respective fights. They will then fall in line to collide in a full division unification. Many observers believe Usyk will be too small to beat Fury, but the 2012 Olympic gold medal winner disagrees. He says, I do regard this fight a huge one. I see him as a very good fighter, good athlete. He talks a lot. He has a tongue. He claims he's the king of the kings, but it's only he who thinks that. That's what I can say about him, Usyk said to The Sun. He says, before my Joshua fight, everyone was saying that I haven't got a single chance to win and beat Joshua. I used to hear those type of things throughout my life. But I'm capable of beating Fury because I'm not boasting that I can just punish and beat every boxer in the world, but I just go to the gym and do my job. I'm not trying to present myself as a king of the universe. I do what I have to do. I concentrate and I'm focused and I get the result according to my effort. Those are the words of Oleksandr Usyk. Let me counterpunch. It's hard to not like that dude. You know what I mean? It's like, a lot of people, and you just jumped on Usyk. Dude, I've been liking Usyk. I've been liking the way he talks. I like his humbleness. I like the idea of him not putting himself over everybody to the masses. He just says, I put in what I get. I focus at my job and I get as a result of my effort. I reap what I sow. I sow my seeds. I receive a harvest. I get these things because that's what I'm doing. I'm sowing into that. So it's a beautiful thing to hear someone say that, but he's not afraid to say what's on his mind. He has a tongue. He talks a lot. Translated, he talks too much. You know what I mean? And it's also another way of saying, he's just saying Tyson Fury talks too much. Okay, so I think that these guys are on a collision course together. I think these guys should fight. If the fight gets made and if it happens, it would be one of those fantastic fights because that meant he beat Anthony Joshua and that meant that Tyson Fury beat Dillian Whyte, hopefully, right? For those guys to make this fight happen, and back to Usyk saying like, hey, I've been hearing that all my life, throughout my life. You guys said I was too small for Joshua. Joshua is what? 240 at times, 250. He was 240 when he fought him. He was 20 pounds heavier than him. Tyson Fury was 40 pounds heavier than Wilder. And it was just like, listen, I'm not the king of the universe. I'm just doing my job. You know what I mean? Like those type of things, basically this is what he's saying. You can achieve whatever you can achieve, but you don't have to boast to get it done. You just get it done. That's what Usyk's saying right now. That's what Usyk's telling you, okay, in his own translated words. And I hope it is a translation accurately because you don't want to get this wrong. Translations are translations, but, that's the gist of what he's saying. And I've been telling people, yes, he has a good chance of beating Tyson Fury. Why? Tyson Fury is known for what? Size, speed, boxing IQ, experience. He's known for all that, right? But then how many people have you seen him fight like Usyk? Don't worry, I'm waiting. You haven't. He hasn't had anybody in the ring like Usyk. Okay, Oleksandr Usyk is a guy that's unlike a lot of fighters. A lot of people are trying to compare him to, who are they trying to compare him to? Evander Holyfield. I'm like, no, it's nothing like Holyfield at all. Roy Jones Jr. No, he's nothing like Roy Jones. They fight nothing alike. You know what I mean? And in both Holyfield, he probably, as far as humbleness, because, Holyfield didn't talk a lot of smack. That's one thing you could say about Evander Holyfield. He did not. Roy, different story. Y'all must have forgot. I am the best. I'm the baddest man on the hill. Y'all know him. Pensacola in the house, baby. He's yes. He talks a lot too, And how did he quote it? He has a tongue. Roy Jones does. But Oleksandr Usyk is putting things in perspective, and he says, he says he thinks he's the king of kings. I'm capable of beating him. What he's saying is, you can call yourself whatever you want, but I know I can beat you. So I'm going to put in the effort to do exactly that. But let me leave you with this, and let me counterpunch Oleksandr Usyk while I have you guys' attention. Him talking about Tyson Fury, like I say about any fighter, I think he needs to focus on Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua ain't went nowhere yet. You got to beat this guy twice. Why? Because he's the man to beat. He's the cash cow. He has it in his contract. We know about those, right? We know how those stand and hold weight. Okay? So he first has to beat Joshua a second time before talking about Tyson Fury. Okay, so I'm quite sure he was focused at hand, but the last thing he wants to do is to lose focus talking about someone that is not in front of him. But anyway, that's my counterpunch on this topic. Of course, tell me what you think. Please subscribe, and you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.